afternoon baseball for your viewing pleasure. Michael Fulmer, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Bases are empty, one man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the American League. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Here's a high pop-up. Abreu is under it. And that ends the inning. Here's J.D. Martinez. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Just got a piece up the line. Foul ball, however, strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Jose Abreu. We know the bat plays, the ability to drive the ball out opposite field, no problem. But I don't think people realize how soft this guy's hands are at first base, constantly bailing his other infielders out.
A ball and a strike now. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed, 0-1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Down in order go the Tigers. Will move to the 3rd with no score. A nice aerial view of downtown. Back now with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Nicolas Castellanos to start out the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Danny Espinoza. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Popped him up. Flowers over to his right. 2 gone. Next for the Tigers, Alex Avila. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the... Ready for another chance? Billy Burns. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Skied into very shallow right. Silva is there. 1 away. Leadoff man retired now for the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 in the inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup...
Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Ozuna. Still going back. Onto the bullpen roof and gone. Into the box, J.D. Martinez. As he lets it in the air to right field. Silva moves over. And that's the 3rd out. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Fouled off.
Oh, the old classic 2-strike. Let's throw the fastball right down the middle. Not in this game. Got to believe you got to work the corners a little bit more. Fastball command is paramount at this level.
There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's 1 away. Digging in to try it again, C.J. Cron looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Chopped toward the second baseman. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Nick Castellanos now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Nick Castellanos.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Fouled away. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Striding in once again, Danny Espinosa. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
0-1 the count. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Billy Burns. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Low roller back to the mound. Scope with the bare hand. Hats off to that one. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one. Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Cabrera. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Yeah, Matt, that last AB was a changeup that was way up in the zone, and that ball got smoked. Listen, if you're going to throw that changeup, you have to try to keep that thing at the knees or below. He can ill afford to throw waist-high to belt-high changeups.
Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about out, but now game on.
Dribbled to the right side. And that's out number 1. Ready once again, J.D. Martinez. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Down the third baseline. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Here's C.J. Cron now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on his line drive, fair ball down the line. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits. Jeremy Jeffress is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom. And Guys, time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon, and there he is, Miguel Cabrera. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he played a nice game out there, as did some of his teammates, but he seemed to be the biggest difference maker, so he gets the nod in this one.
Final line score this afternoon.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1, the final score this afternoon. Detroit came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Shane Green claims. Friday night baseball under the dome. Corey Potts will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Count even at 2-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Down the first baseline. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at that. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Silva moves over, 1 away. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender NCRT plays with. He stole over 30 bases last year. You don't forget about this guy when he's on the base pass. He's a threat to go at any time. 30 stolen is not an easy number to get to.
Number 19 waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in, Aledmus Diaz. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Schoop moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Dan Vogelbach is next. He drove in 3 of his team's 4 runs in last night's game.
Vogelbach.
The 1-0 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-1 home. Here's a high pop-up. Schoop has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's take a look at the right side of the infield today. Both of them have gold. One is the second baseman, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them. The other one to save runs for his infielders with dramatic picks and manipulating that bag.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Here's Tyler Austin now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Austin, a native of Georgia. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out that he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Yunherva Solarte. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Hey, we're still in the early stages, and this down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Settling in now, Corey Spangenberg. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Here's another 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ramon Piedra. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Striding in once again, Robbie DiBiase. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Misses, ball 2. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Got him. Here's Ender Inciarte. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Ender Inciarte.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Lifted the other way to left center. Ozuna is under it.
I got it.
He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aledmys Diaz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Aledmys Diaz.
No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Go in order, 1. Ready for another chance? Dan Vogelbach. He popped out in his first trip.
We're moving through the middle of this ball. And now, if they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Digging in to try it again, Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Popped him up. Flowers over to his right. 2 gone. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The pitch. First, fielded by Abreu. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. Still 8-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. But an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Corey Spangenberg. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Rickards under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Up next for the Rays, Ramon Piedra. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Ramon Piedra.
No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. This one's down to third. Right to Donaldson. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Robbie DiBiase. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Owings shading to his right, makes the play, 1 away. Here's Ender Inciarte. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Ender Inciarte.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 1% of his first pitches have been for strike. You really put the hitters on the defensive.
And there's out number 2. Ready for another shot now, Aledmys Diaz. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And it's fouled away. Flowers might try to make a play on it. The 0-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Silva shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning. Dan Vogelbach is next. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Wilson Ramos comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Bases are empty, one man out. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Now batting, designated hitter, Tyler.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from inside the Trop as you get a nice look. So coming to the plate, Yonhervis Solarte starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1. And this will be fouled away. Got him. So the magic number for a perfect game is now down to 2.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Standing in now, Corey Spangenberg. Lifted the other way to left center. Owings calls for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now in the box, Ramon Piedra. He represents the 27th and many hope final batter in this masterful performance. No balls and 1 strike. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Rickard is there, makes the catch, and he's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our top player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
Hey YouTube, that's the first time I ever pitched a no-hitter, like on MLB 17. I cannot get one to save my life, but wow, that was incredible. You see right here, no hits, period.
8 runs on
that was just phenomenal. That was like one of my best like pitching performances ever. Like that was awesome.
On no hits, no errors.
That was so cool. Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. That was a great game. Oh man, I'm happy. Man.